Yeah, it's raining a little bit. It's gonna be a great day for the rain. All right. Well, this thing should have had some time to.
Power on.
There
Period.
it goes.
Connected.
And here comes the rain. Oh, what a joyous day. Where am I even going? I'm going to a coffee shop. Where I got mine? I actually don't think I've been to the. Oh wait, no, I know where this comes. Oh man, I hope that mall center is not busy as crap this morning.
Take the next left onto West Yellow Jacket Lane.
I think I can make all that. I don't know if you guys can hear or not, but it is.
Continue on West
great.
Yellow Jacket Lane for 3/4 of a mile.
Well, with it being raining, we might get some decent tips today. Oh, we had a Pokemon thing going on. I didn't catch that. Oh, it's 30. I'm doing 40. All right. That was a Pursley.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Ridge Road. Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Ridge Road.
Oh,
Continue on Ridge Road for half a mile.
that bird is lying there, already gave to God in prayer. Just have faith you're in His care. Leave that burden lying there. Yesterday we placed our heartache on God's hands. Poured out all your hurt, and now you trust He understands. Now a new day finds you feel faithless and so scared. Oh, brother, leave that burden lying there. Leave that burden lying there. You already gave it to God in prayer. Just have faith you're in His care. Leave that burden lying there. He can always handle all this. Weight on your mind. There's no need to trust and worry at the same time. Oh, you're tempted now to pick it up again, but don't you dare. Oh, sister, leave that burden lying there. Leave that burden lying there. You already gave it to God in prayer. Just have faith you're in His care. Leave that burden lying there. He cares for you always. When your trials are in His hands, there's no better you. Leave that burden lying there. You already gave it to God in prayer. Just have faith you're in His care. Leave that burden lying there. Leave that burden lying there. You already gave it to God in prayer. Walk away with no despair. Leave that burden lying there. Oh, leave that burden lying there. I cast my bread upon the water, my help is my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. I'll be sowing a good seed, I do in a good deed. Now come back to me. Well, I picked up the good book and took me a long look, and I believe in each and every part. And the sowing, I really took that lesson to my heart. I cast my bread upon the water, my help is my brother, struggling on my stormy sea. I'll be sowing a good seed, by doing a good. Well, I can't buy my way to heaven, but there's a heaven awaiting, purchased by a good and loving loving Lord, and I'll go on striving, trusting and surviving, holding on, expecting my reward. I'll be right back.
Disconnected. All right, got the order picked up. Now, here's a weird thing. It is July the 11th. Now, a lot of people you might be thinking, what's so special about July 11th? Oh, there's nothing special about July 11th. No anniversaries, no birthdays, nothing that I know of. But for those of you of my buddies who live here in Texas, okay, that's unusual. And I'm not talking about a summer rain. Now, there's a difference between a summer rain, a mist, and a rain. And then we got downpour. Summer rain is basically a very heavy mist, if you will. But it only lasts for like 5 minutes, then it's done. Just enough to get this earth wet a little bit. Nothing big, nothing fancy. It comes, it goes. Quite literally that fast. Summer rains. Mist is where it's kind of gloomy. It's very small raindrops. I mean, think of a mist like when you're taking a shower or something and you wash your hands. That little bit of fine mist that comes off the shower. That's what. That's mist. Then we got rain. Everybody knows rain. Then we got what we call down here a turd floater, where it's raining like. But let me tell you what is really confusing about all this is that it is July the 11th in Texas, and we're still getting storms. Alright, so here's the thing about that. It does not storm in June, July, or August. Doesn't do it. Normally speaking, we may have one or two in that 3-month span. Nothing big. It has been raining and storming here for a few months now. Off and on, not consistently. It's definitely been raining off and on. We've had some great rains. I remember when our spring season first came in. There's beautiful, beautiful clouds everywhere. I mean, just phenomenal clouds. Absolutely gorgeous. Rain, perfect. Cool weather, amazing. Well, I decided that I wanted to pray exceedingly hard so that it would rain all the time. Because I personally love rain and storms. Now, that's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt to pray for storms and stuff like that. I don't think it's a crime. Not a big deal. Now, one could lead to the conclusion that my prayer's been answered because I said I want to live in a place where it's raining all the time. My wife and I, we both love the rain, so we share that same thing in common. On the other side of things, I don't know exactly what's going on with the nature around here because it's very unusual. So, we got a lot of weird questions that I need to kind of like ask. Like, did this come from me praying, or is this something far greater? I do not know. But what I do know is this. I'm loving it. Let me go drop this sorter off, and I'll be right back. I just locked it.
Come back to me. So I cast my bread upon the water. My help being my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed by doing a good deed. That'll come back to me. So I cast my bread upon the water. My help being my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed by doing a good deed. That'll come back to me. I cast my bread upon the water. My help being my brother, struggling on
So, the hot spot around where I am, the busiest spot, is going to be over there by Chick-fil-A. I don't know if a lot of you people know this or not. Chick-fil-A has breakfast biscuits. As a fat guy myself, I love breakfast biscuits. Sausage, egg, cheese. Oh, love it. Cannot get enough of it. Chick-fil-A has sausage. One day, I made the mistake of going to Chick-fil-A and getting me a breakfast biscuit with hash browns. I didn't tell my wife because that's her favorite restaurant in the entire world. Well, I neglected to hide my evidence. She gets in the car. First thing out of her mouth, "You had Chick-fil-A without me?" I looked at her like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about?" I forgot to throw away my trash. Well, she picks it up. She goes, "What is this?" Oops. So I told her, I said, "Well, I had a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from Chick-fil-A this morning." And she goes, "Nice try. What did you eat?" Because they don't have sausage. So I snatched the bag out of her hand. I showed her the receipt. SEC this. I'm like, "Oh, really? Well, what is this?" Sausage, egg, and cheese. I still have not bought my wife. No, actually, I did. I did buy her a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit the next day. Might have been a couple days later. Finally bought her one. And I must say, it's actually pretty good. And I'm talking about it. I kind of want to go buy me one. But I don't know if my wife's going to get mad at me. Again. Now, while we're waiting on an order, let's see what we can figure out. Let's see here. We are looking for orders right now, so we're waiting on them to come in. And it says it's kind of busy, but not that busy. But I'm really liking my stats right now on DoorDash. So pretty good. Oh, looky there. I gotta go to Chick-fil-A. I have arrived at the store. All right. I shall return momentarily.
Disconnected. Power off.
All right, so I gotta come back to Chick-fil-A. My wife loves milkshakes. She also likes cold coffee. I just found out Chick-fil-A has a coffee milkshake. I like milkshakes and I like coffee. I had to try this one. I didn't get it for myself. The customer I'm driving for, they have it. And I kind of want to know what it tastes like. I really do. So I might be coming back to get one of these after a little while. Might wait till about 10, 11. And go get my wife
Turn left onto
one of
Ridge
these
Road.
fancy shakes. On the plus side, I'm hoping that my wife is still asleep and not watching me. Mini hash browns. Now, normally I would be dipping these things in the most delicious Chick-fil-A sauce. But I don't feel like dealing with all that, so.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Farm to Market Road 3097, Horizon Road. Turn right onto Farm to Market Road 3097, Horizon Road.
We're about to lose service. That one place that I absolutely love. I don't like this area. So I'm just gonna park on the side of the road.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Summerlee Drive.
Park on the side of the road. That way, you guys don't lose reception and I have to restart the stream all over again.
left onto
Nothing
Summerlee
too
Drive,
fancy.
then turn left onto Glen Hill Way. Take the next left onto Glen Hill Way, then your destination will be on the right.
Alrighty then.
Your destination.
On-street parking. Alright. Don't go anywhere. Live streaming. Hopefully nobody breaks in. I'll be right back. Lost reception. And I'm trying. There it goes. All right. I don't quite think going up and down those stairs was really worth what I got paid. But it is what it is. This is better than nothing, I guess.
Head northwest on Glen Hill Way towards Summerlee Drive, then turn right onto Summerlee Drive.
Surely I'm not the only one who takes the cheese off the wrapper.
Head north on Glen Hill Way towards Summerlee Drive, then turn right onto Summerlee Drive. Take the next right onto Summerlee Drive, then turn right onto Farm to Market Road 3097. Take the next right onto Farm to Market Road 3097, Horizon Road. In 800 feet, turn left onto Ridge Road. Turn left onto Ridge Road. In 1,000 feet, turn right.
It was pretty good. That coffee is now cold. Luckily, I have a backup coffee that is ridiculously hot. Alrighty then. Let's go and see about picking up this one.
Turn right, then turn right.
Yes. I know. Oh, how I know. Alright. And this is actually at 24%, so there we go. Alright. Be right back. Hide my evidence. keys. Yeah, the sad part is, I keep telling myself I'm trying to quit this nasty dipping habit. Truth is, it's one of the hardest things I've had to do. That's a pretty Mustang. All right.
Head southeast on Stagertown Drive. Turn left onto Ridge Road.
That was a little confusing. But, let's see. That's really going to irritate me. Let me see if I can fix that.
Continue for 4 miles.
I wonder if that update's live. Now that I've got that all fixed, I wonder if it'll work and just automatically update. Let's find out. Okay, so there's that. That's not supposed to be up there. All right, now let's test that out. Right. There's my viewer count. Okay, not bad. Just need to move it just a little bit. We can put it, let's see if we can put it right there. Alright, now let's see what we have. That's better. I can deal with that. And now, why
Hey,
did
what you doing?
driving?
You are? I thought you were going to sleep in today.
No.
Okay, I don't know why I thought that, but I thought you were going to sleep in today.
Now I'm trying to get an extra $10 or $20 to give to you. I've been up since
Okay.
4:30. Didn't go to
I
bed
didn't
till
go to
like
bed
midnight.
till after 2, and I was up by 6:30. electricity went off, and it got hot in our room.
Because of the storm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I will be at the Costco somewhere pretty close to 10 o'clock.
Alright, so about an hour.
Yeah.
Alright. Thought you wasn't.
But I woke up because it got so hot in the room. I was sweating and it was bad. And then because it was so hot, I got up, and then Robert got home and we started talking. So I was like, okay, well, I'm up now.
Right. So.
So,
Well, I'm door dashing and live streaming to Twitch and YouTube right now.
yeah.
So, but doing sing along to gospel songs, read from the Bible, and just kind of chit chatting with whoever is online.
That's cool.
So, yeah. But
Okay, well, you told me to call you and let you know when I'd be there. I would have been like 10 minutes sooner, but I forgot your mail and had to run and go get your mail.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So,
I can't believe it's $100 a year for a PO box.
well,
It's
have you tried something else like the DHS store or something like that, or UPS store? They might be cheaper.
actually, well, I would say 100, round it off. Some are 90, some are 110, some are 100. It varies. So, but no, I'm just like, really? You're going to charge me $100 a year? It's got to go to your post office before you send it out. You don't have to drive anywhere. You're saving money for me getting a P.O. box. How is that possible?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying, you know, but
Turn right onto Farm to Market
I mean,
549.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think when your dad and I had a P.O. box, it was like $35 for the year.
Well, you also have to think, that was like years ago.
I know it was.
And y'all sure as hell didn't have Biden in office at that time.
You're right. However,
Take the
it's not Biden. So Robert told me this morning that Texas is pushing through a bill for the homestead exemption.
continue for 3
It's supposed to go from $20,000 a year to $100,000 a year,
For what?
which would drop our taxes for homestead.
Ah.
Drop it by 5 times, so that would be awesome. Because right now we get $20,000 allowed for homestead,
Right.
and if this bill gets pushed through, which it looks like it's going to, we'll be allowed $100,000 for homestead.
Well, looks like I'll be in a perfect position to try to buy a house in a couple of
For sure.
about a year or two. Especially
For sure.
after it's been in circulation for a year or so. And people can actually fully understand the bill and everything else like that and make sure that we're getting right. So, but
I tell you though, just advice for somebody who knows that's been there for the last 2.5 years. Wherever you buy a house, try your best not to get an HOA.
oh no, we're not going to get an HOA. And in fact, that's when we're talking to our real estate agent, we're like, look, we don't want an HOA because we lived in an HOA community. We lived out in Fate, and we couldn't do a dadgum thing without a written, formal submission. Luckily, we didn't have to pay HOA fees. but I think that was also included in our rent every month was those HOA
Yeah.
fees. So technically we probably did, but I didn't have to pay my rent plus HOA fee. So that was a huge help.
Well, see, we told Karen that we did not want an HOA. You know, don't put us in an HOA. We don't want an HOA. But we had been outbid on like 14 houses. We were tired of looking at houses. So when this pocket sale came up, we went and looked at the house, and I absolutely fell in love with the house.
Right.
And the HOA dues are not bad, but
It's the regulations that you have to go through.
do it.
The regulations that you have to go through. We would be okay with paying the HOA fee. Again, that part's not a problem. But I do not want to have to write a letter to the Congress Hall, or basically the status of
The HOA board.
right. But what I mean by the Congress Hall is it kind of feels like that.
I know it.
If you want to put a tree in your front yard, you got to write a letter. If you want to put rock garden in your front yard, you got to write a letter. And just because you write the letter doesn't mean it's always approved. They might come back and say, nope, you can't put that there. I'm the one paying on this house and this lot. I'm paying the taxes on this. And I'm paying your salary. Piss
Well,
off.
that's not necessarily true, because we can plant flowers and trees. We don't need permission for that.
Well, I know that certain communities will allow certain things. But without...
We didn't even think to ask about planting no garden. We just dug up the bushes and put in flowers. We didn't even ask. We just did it.
Yeah. Well, I know you probably got lucky then, because usually once they see something like that happening, they don't know anything about it, they would fine you for it. Not every single HOA community is that way, and I get that, but a lot of them are. And one of the things about it, like when we lived out in Fate, in that HOA community, what we ended up doing was we was trying to make the house look a lot better, because we had already talked to the landlord about, you know, possibly living there and just lease to own that place, and it would start to look like a good possibility for us. So we started to look at remodeling the outside of the house. Couldn't do a dadgum thing without having to write a letter. Like if I wanted to put around the flower bed, would they just put just that standard metal wall in that's sunken into the ground? I was going to remove that and put in a brick or a white rock border. I was like, that'd look nice. And then I was going to clean out all that moss crap and replace that moss with pea pebbles. Again, it would have looked really beautiful. Well, then I had to submit a writing to the HOA board. So I found somebody in the community that knows how to do that, and they helped me out. I got rejected. Why?
Really?
Yep, I got rejected because I don't actually own the house. So I took the writing, I emailed it to the landlord. So could you submit this into the HOA for me, so that way we can upgrade this garden bed, and make it look better and nicer. I said, we're not removing the shrubs. All we want to do is add a brick border or a white walk border, and we want to remove all this mulch and put in pea pebbles. And they said, is this going to cost me anything? No, we're planning on buying it. Okay, no problem. So he sends it off. A week later, he forwards me an email. It was rejected. Why? Because they didn't want a rental property to be upgraded in case the owners wanted to sell it. It has to stay as close to original as possible. I'm like,
That's just stupid.
increasing the value of this. Like,
Right.
it would definitely increase the value. But whatever. So the landlord sent him back and was like, I don't remember exactly what had happened, but he said that he had planned on keeping the house, and he tried to get it to where they would say yes, but they never did say yes. So a buddy of mine that lived in the same community took the same proposal, but changed my address with his address. He got rejected as well. And he owns his house. Like, he paid cash for it. He owns it. The only thing he's doing is pay his HOA fees and the property tax and utility bills. He owns his house. And they still rejected it. And I'm just like, okay. Well, so me and this guy that's been helping me out, we reached out to somebody else who actually did manage to get a white wall put around the border of their garden. And I asked him, how did you manage to do that? He's like, well, me and my neighbor did it. We did it two different ways. The first method that we did was his neighbor. He just did it. And when they came by to question about it, he said, piss off until you pay my rent here. You can't tell me what to do. They left him alone. And he said, I ended up paying each of the board members $150 for them to approve it.
Wow.
But the guy who told him to piss off, he got fined $180 for unpermittable development fees, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, that sucks. So, and if I want to plant a friggin' tomato vine in my front yard, I shouldn't have to ask for permission. I just want to do it. So,
Well, you should be able to plant a tomato vine if you wanted to.
Not necessarily, because that HOA community, they had extremely strict rules and procedures about growing your own produce. In fact, there's a few people in that community that tried to grow their own produce, and they got rejected every single time. Now, I did end up building a couple of raised flower beds for some people and put it in the backyard up beside the fence where HOA couldn't see it unless they actually went into the backyard, which is illegal. They cannot look over the fence or go inside your backyard for any reason at all. So we ended up doing that, and I ended up building these people, a couple of people, some raised flower beds. And so there's a few people in that community that has some flower gardens where they grow their own produce. But our experience with an HOA community was horrible. We're like, yeah, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, let me get off here so I can concentrate on driving to get out there.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you in about 45 minutes or so.
All right, I'll try to. If I'm not free at the time you get here, it'll be a few minutes afterwards, and I'll be free. Depends on if I'm in an order or not.
All right.
All right, talk to you later.
Love you, bye.
Bye. All right. going to Chiloso Mexican restaurant. I'm hoping I can get a decent amount of money today. I got so much stuff I gotta take care of today, it's not even funny. It's really not. Well, we got coffee. Did you turn off?
Power on. Pairing.
Yeah, she turned off.
Connected.
Connected.
I cast my bread upon the water, my helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. I'll be sowing a good seed, I'll doing a good deed, that'll come back to me. Well, I kicked up the good book and took me a long look, and I believe in each and every part. But I sure rejoice in knowing how the reaping
In a
and
quarter
the
mile, turn
sowing.
right.
I really took that lesson to my heart. I cast my bread upon the water, by helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy
Turn right,
sea.
then turn left.
I'll be sowing a good seed, by doing a good deed, that'll come back to me. Yeah.
Well, I can't find my way to heaven, but there's a heaven waiting, purchased by a good and loving Lord. And I'll go on striving, trusting and surviving, holding on, expecting my reward.
So I cast my bread upon the water, by helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. Come back to me. So by doing a good deed, that'll come back to me. So I cast my bread upon the water, by helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed, by doing a good deed, that'll come back to me. Helping my brother, struggling on life's stormy sea. And I'll be sowing a good seed, by doing a good deed, that'll come back to me. Yes, it's gonna come back to me.
In 300 feet, turn right onto Ridge Road.
We got ourselves a new delivery, and I'm going
Take the
to
next
a
right
new
onto Ridge
place.
Road, then turn right
I've
onto
never
White Hills
been
Drive.
here. I'm going to a bank, and I gotta go to the third floor of a bank. So I've never been to a multi-story bank ever in my life. So
Turn right onto
I kind
White
of feel
Hills
like full
Drive,
of white
then turn
trash
left.
right now. But for those of you coming in, especially those of you on Twitch, I now have Pokemon that you can catch. I'm working on something else as well. Hopefully, I'll have it working later today.
Turn
That's what I'm
left, then
hoping
turn
for.
left.
And if I get it working today, I'll definitely let you guys check it out. And I might do a testing live stream later tonight in order to play around with it, make sure it works.
He had the devil on the route.
So, alright.
That old time preacher man.
This is handed to me. Third floor, 333. 4 threes. I can handle that. So I'll leave this phone here. So there y'all have music, and I'll be right back.
He turned to chapter 5 in Matthew, and he took his text from there. He preached the real old time salvation, and he suddenly proved himself. For after he extended the invitation, there wasn't many sinners left. Oh, you ought to heard him when he preached the blessed holy word. You ought to heard him. Such preaching you have never heard. Well, he looked that congregation right straight in the face, and then he started preaching about saving grace. He preached about an hour about the Sermon on the Mount, and when he ended up, he had the devil on the route. You ought to heard him when he preached the blessed holy word. You ought to heard him. Such preaching you have never heard. Well, he looked that congregation right straight in the face, and then he started preaching about saving grace. He preached about an hour about the Sermon on the Mount, and when he ended up, he had the devil on the route. You all have heard him, that old time preacher man. That old time preacher man.
Family issues really stink. Oh.
Head northwest on Farm to Market Road 3097, Horizon Road towards Summerlee Drive.
Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. 7 and 9, 8 and 9. It worked out.
Take the next right, then turn left.
So, yeah, I might try to save up some money. I might be going back to Planet Fitness because they're fairly cheap, actually. But you know what? They're going to be here for a hot second. So I'm going to go see if I can find another spot to park in. Found one. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Wabaki.
Disconnected.
gotta go pee. She loved that. You have to go pee at the most inconvenient times. And it's like, really?
Head north towards Summerlee Drive. Next left onto Summerlee Drive.
This one's actually pretty close. It's like 2 blocks that way.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Sunset Ridge Drive. Take the next left onto Sunset Ridge Drive, then your destination will be on the right. In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Farm to Market Road 3097, Horizon Road. In 400 feet, your destination will be...
Yeah, no, not here.
There's a man who lives beside me who fought in World War II. He proudly waves on glory from high upon his roof.
Actually,
He starts out every morning like
see
it's
109.
Independence Day. I've seen
I'll be right
him
back.
at attention, salute the flag and say I love this land. From sea to shining sea, I love this land, home of the brave and free. I love the liberty, the justice, and the truth on which we
Disconnected. Connected.
Yeah, screw it. Nope, not doing that one. Alrighty then. Hey,
So I'll be there at 10:10.
10:10.
There was a lot of traffic. Yeah, I got like 15 minutes exactly. There was a lot of traffic. People were driving slow and being stupid.
Right onto Ridge Road.
Yeah, when it rains,
So,
people drive slow.
Yeah. And now it says it's green all the way. Of course, that doesn't mean that people are not going to be driving stupid. But I should be there in 14 minutes. Where are you at?
Take the next
I'm
right
fixing to
onto
head
Ridge
about
Road,
8
turn
minutes
left.
out. I should be there pretty close to when you're going to be there. If not, you might beat me there by a few minutes. So,
Oh, shit. Scoot over. I just nearly got sideswiped by a Monster Energy van.
irony. Take an energy drink, boo-boo.
Turn left, then turn right.
I'm serious. He wasn't within like 4 inches from my mirror. I nearly got sideswiped.
I'm sorry.
And your destination will be on the left.
Yeah.
So, I hope I make it there in one piece.
You will.
I know I will. So I have to get to exit number 68, right?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm fixing to pass 59.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I'm fixing to take order. It's about 8 minutes out, so you might have a few minutes to sit there and relax for a second before I can get to you.
Okay.
So, I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Alrighty then. Hey, what you doing? Well, I was able to do something cool on my stream.
Disconnected.
Sorry, still trying to wake up.
School? Thought you were out.
I know, but they keep calling me like a show.
Oh. Gotcha. We'll try to go back to sleep, and I will talk to you here in a minute.
Alright,
Love you.
love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
I still didn't use the bathroom. And I gotta go pee. Like, really badly.
Head south towards Stagertown Drive.
Oh, these people are prepared to stop because I'm backing out.
Take the next right onto Stagertown Drive, then turn left onto Ridge Road. Turn left onto Ridge Road.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Do I have to use the bathroom? Alrighty then. Alright, we'll
Continue for 4 miles.
drop this delivery off. I gotta go meet somebody. Put some gas in their car. Put some gas in my car. So this is gonna be fun. But anywho, I'm gonna turn this off for now. And I'll be back in about 30-40 minutes. Peace.